Was Iran's Arash-e-Kamangir system really behind America's stunning $30 million drone loss over the Gulf skies? Revealed, the new Iranian air defense system that Tehran claims brought down the powerful US MQ-9 Reaper drone. Decoding why Iran's latest Arash defense system is emerging as a serious threat to both the US and Israel. As Iran prepares for possible revenge, its air defenses are ramped up, raising fresh alarm in Washington and Tel Aviv to Israel. Iran is now showcasing a new air defense system that reportedly brought down one of America's prized $30 million drones. Iran reportedly used the Arash-e-Kamangir system to shoot down a US MQ-9 Reaper drone on May 26. The American drone was allegedly intercepted near Keshem Island in the strategically sensitive Strait of Hormuz. Iranian media outlet Fars News claimed the new system successfully neutralized what it called a hostile reconnaissance drone. The Arash-e-Kamangir system is also believed to be equipped with stealth detection capabilities, according to Fars News reports. Iranian state-linked media described the interception as a clear and decisive message directed at the United States. Iran's deployment of the new Arash system could also force Washington to use more expensive missile interceptors in response. However, Tehran has not officially confirmed reports claiming that the new defense system was used in the operation. Even so, analysts say Iran deploying the Arash-e-Kamangir would fit a broader and familiar military pattern. The system also reportedly reflects Iran's growing shift toward mobile and lower-cost air defense platforms. The Arash-e-Kamangir is built for mobility, allowing it to move quickly between locations while remaining difficult to detect. Unlike traditional systems, it can reportedly operate without relying on fixed radar sites or permanent installations. The platform can be rapidly positioned, activated, and fired with very little preparation time on the ground. It is also considered significantly cheaper to operate than large conventional surface-to-air missile batteries. Its mobile nature makes it easier to conceal, relocate, replace, and relaunch after an attack. The system is believed to be particularly effective against slower UAVs, including aircraft like the US MQ-9 Reaper. Its presence keeps low-altitude airspace under constant threat and complicates aerial surveillance missions. The system can reportedly continue operating even after major parts of a wider air defense network are damaged. Its biggest advantage is forcing adversaries to strike from longer distances while staying farther from Iranian airspace. The broader signal from Tehran is that Iran still retains credible air defense capability despite months of war damage. Iran's wider air defense network was reportedly badly hit during its conflict with the US and Israel. Yet these newer interception systems appear to signal a deliberate shift toward rebuilding and suppressing future aerial attacks. Meanwhile, on May 27, Iran released footage that it claimed showed the elimination of the US MQ-9 Reaper drone. On May 28, additional reports also emerged suggesting Iran had operationalized another new air defense system. Amid rising tensions in the Middle East, Iran has unveiled what appears to be a new air defense system inside an underground military facility. Newly released images showed an unidentified Iranian air defense platform positioned inside what appeared to be a fortified bunker. The system closely resembles a gunless version of Russia's Pantsir S-1 air defense platform. Analysts said the vehicle was spotted inside an underground military facility, likely designed to protect strategic assets from airstrikes. The air defense system appears to be mounted on a Czech-made Tatra heavy truck chassis used for military platforms. The chassis also appears similar to the one used in Iran's indigenous Arman air defense system, unveiled earlier. Images of the vehicle also appeared to show minor damage, possibly linked to recent military operations or testing activity. The vehicle appears to carry at least 12 surface-to-air missiles mounted on a large 4-axle mobile platform. The exact type, radar configuration, and combat capabilities of the system have not yet been officially identified. However, analysts noted that the overall design strongly resembles Russia's Pantsir S-1 air defense system. The Pantsir S-1 is designed as a short to medium-range mobile air defense system for battlefield protection. The system is built to intercept aircraft, drones, cruise missiles, and precision-guided aerial munitions. Russia's Panzer S-1 is mounted on a Kamaz 65 68-wheel military truck chassis for rapid battlefield mobility. The original Panzer S-1 combined surface-to-air missiles with twin 30mm automatic cannons for close-range defense. The system can reportedly carry up to 12 ready-to-launch missiles for rapid response against aerial threats. Target profiles include drones, helicopters, fighter aircraft, and low-flying guided munitions during combat operations. The platform is designed to respond quickly against large-scale or saturated air attacks involving multiple incoming targets. One of the system's key features is its ability to engage several aerial targets simultaneously during operations. It remains unclear whether the newly spotted platform is a modified Russian design or a completely new Iranian variant. Iran has previously unveiled several domestic air defense systems claimed to match or rival foreign military platforms. The discovery comes shortly after Iran carried out retaliatory strikes on a U.S. airbase following America's May 27 attack. According to the IRGC, its forces struck a U.S. airbase in direct response to a reported American attack near Bandar Abbas, framing the move as a calibrated counterblow. Tasnim news agency reported that Tehran described the strike as an answer to U.S. aggression, portraying Iran's actions as defensive retaliation rather than escalation. Press TV reported that the strike was announced in a statement published by the IRGC, which laid out the group's rationale and attempted to justify the action as a measured, intentional response rather than an impulsive escalation. The IRGC said the attack took place at 4:50 a.m. and described it as a serious warning, using precise timing and stark language to emphasize the message was deliberate and meant to deter further actions. Iran stated that the strike was retaliation for an earlier U.S. military action near Bandar Abbas, portraying the operation as part of a tit-for-tat cycle meant to punish what Tehran called unlawful or provocative conduct. The IRGC warned that any further U.S. aggression would be met with a stronger response, signaling a commitment to escalate proportionally if it perceives continued threats, and underscoring the danger of a widening confrontation. The IRGC said, and I quote, "Following the U.S. military's pre-dawn attack today using aerial projectiles on a site near Bandar Abbas Airport, the American airbase from which the attack originated was targeted at 4:50 a.m. This response is a serious warning to the enemy that any act of aggression will not go unanswered, and, if repeated, our response will be even more decisive. The aggressor bears full responsibility for the consequences." Unquote. Kuwait activated air defenses after what it called hostile missile and drone threats, scrambling military radar and interceptor systems to protect key infrastructure and population centers as authorities assessed incoming risks. The Kuwaiti military said blast sounds heard on May 28 were caused by air defense systems, explaining that interceptors and countermeasures detonated in the sky as part of a defensive response rather than from strikes on the ground. The incident came as Middle East tensions surged again following fresh U.S. strikes in Iran, adding another volatile chapter to a cycle of retaliatory actions that has heightened regional alarm and diplomatic strain. The latest exchange marks another sharp escalation in U.S.-Iran tensions amid a fragile truce, underscoring how quickly a tenuous ceasefire can fray and how proximate states are drawn into the wider security fallout. Fresh U.S. strikes reportedly targeted a suspected Iranian military site overnight as tensions continue escalating across the Gulf region. American officials claimed the targeted Iranian site posed a direct threat to U.S. forces and shipping through Hormuz. Reuters reported the latest American military action on May 27, citing a senior official speaking anonymously about the operation. The fresh strikes came despite a fragile ceasefire that had already been under severe pressure from both sides.